Okay, so I've got a bit of an update to film on like 2 things. Also, you like my new drawers? I'm so excited. I love it. So first update is, sorry, that was really dodgy camera work. First update is, like from what you saw yesterday, the chemical, obviously. I had a doctor's appointment, asked my doctor whether it was worth getting a progesterone test. He said no, just because most OBGYNs anyway will... Sorry, my husband... Never mind. My husband was going out, but I just heard like some banging, so I was just worried that he'd crash. Well, he didn't. He was fine. So, yeah, I spoke to my GP and asked him whether it's worth a progesterone test. He said no, most OBGYNs will just go straight into the intensive progesterone and aspirin treatment therapy for me, based on our test results. So he suggested I ring and find out where I was in the waiting list, what the current wait times are. So I did, and that was so disheartening. I rang and they'd received my referral, and the current wait time for me was 365 days, so 1 year. She said they would get in touch with me in about 11 and a half months. And I was like, I just burst into tears. Because obviously when you're trying for a baby, that's the last thing you want to hear. It's like, oh, they'll only see you in a year. Because obviously it's sad, because that's how in demand they are, which is really sad because it means I'm not the only one going through something like this. So immediately decided then to go the private route because I'm not going to wait that long. So on some referrals and some researching, I found a really good OBGYN here, and rang her offices, and she has booked me in for the 25th of November to go in and start working under her to fall pregnant. So that was really exciting. And so rang my GP back, and he has sent all my paperwork, my test results, everything through to her. Here comes Slater Bum. But another little update is just that I'm still having really intense cramping, vivid dreams. I don't know, like my boobs are still really... Ow, gentle, stop. Toddler tornado being not the kindest. Say hi. Say hi. Hello. Just gentle. Yeah, so Dane's just gone to get me some more tests just to kind of find what's happening. Like I said, I do still think that I am having a chemical pregnancy, but I just want to make sure that everything's happening the way it should, because I don't remember my symptoms being this intense still after the chemical was over. Yeah. I feel like they dropped back off, so I'm kind of confused what's happening. But anyway, so I'm getting Dane to just go and check for... He's getting me some tests so I can just check and see what's happening. And then he's saying he's stuck. He's not stuck. And then we'll see. But yeah, like I said, I don't think... I'm like not thinking it's still like, oh, you're falling. But that would be a lovely surprise. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not thinking that that's what it is. I think it's more just that. It's just a little bit slower to get out of my system. But yeah, we shall see. 'Cause yeah, my period's not due. Watch out, hot. My period's not due for another like 8 days or something. Maybe it could even be a couple days after that. So just better to be safe than sorry. But yeah. Hey guys, I'm filming this update with Slater because I've literally sat down to film it like 3 times this morning, and every time I sit down, he comes in and wants to jump on me, and so I've been waiting for him to lose interest in me for like 2 minutes so I can film it, and he hasn't. Because he's sick, aren't you? You're sicky? He had a COVID test though and came back negative, so it's fine. He just has a really bad cold. But he's just been like major mummy's boy. So try and ignore him. I apologize. But this is just a really quick update. I am officially 2 DPO today. I'm day 16 of my cycle. So I ovulated on day 14, which was amazing. I got a positive ovulation test on Thursday and was really excited. Friday morning I had really, really intense ovulation pain, like so intense on my right side. I was like, I wanted to take Panadol. It was hurting so much, but I knew what it was, and so I was excited. So I thought I was ovulating on Friday. But then Saturday morning I had one more test, ovulation test back. No, stop, Slater. Sorry guys. I took another one on Saturday morning just because I had one left and I thought I'll just confirm that like I've ovulated and it's done. And when I took it, it was like even stronger. So the Thursday positive was the same strength, like darkness as the test line, which obviously means positive. So I was like, yeah. Whereas this one that I took on Saturday was like stronger than the test line. So I was like, okay, it's happening. So we got jiggy with it on Saturday as well. And we'd like been consistent. We'll just say that. I don't need to go into details. We'd been consistent over that like week build up. So everything was sort of as it was. So yeah, I'm 2 DPO today. I confirmed that I ovulated by taking my basal body temperature yesterday and today. I'd taken it the 2 days before I ovulated too. So I did confirm that yes, I ovulated on Saturday on day 14 when I got like the super, super strong LH surge. So yeah, that's exciting. That's the latest I've ovulated at all this year. So even if I don't fall pregnant this cycle, I said to Dana, I'm just so happy with that. I just hope my ovulation stays consistent. So I started taking my progesterone last night because I obviously wanted to give my body a chance to make sure 100% that I had ovulated, because progesterone obviously can interfere with your ovulating. So that had happened. So I took my first dose last night of the progesterone cream, and it didn't really, like, I was expecting it to smell. Some people said it smelled bad. I literally couldn't smell it. I didn't think it smelled bad at all. It smelled fine to me. Like, it was a really faint scent. Sounds weird, but yeah, really faint scent. I couldn't really smell it. Put some more on this morning as well, and then I'll obviously keep doing that 1 pump in the morning, 1 pump at night as per the instructions, which will deliver like 40 milligrams of progesterone a day, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, I'm day 2 today. I'm going to take a test. Today's Monday. I'm going to take a test on Sunday. Next Sunday I'll be 8 DPO. And just see. I'm not telling Dane when I'm taking a test though. I've got pregnancy tests here, so I don't need to buy any or be sketchy or whatever. I've got 2 digitals and 6 normal ones, I believe. And however, in saying all of that, and also I guess like I feel a lot more relaxed this cycle, I think, because I know that if we have a miscarriage or we don't fall pregnant, then I know that I've got my specialist appointment the 25th of November, so in 3 weeks, to hopefully get some answers and help. So that like kind of lifts that burden of like panic, because I know that the help's coming. But sorry, better lighting. Excuse my face too. I've got like a hair treatment in my hair and my skin is like poop at the moment. In saying all of that, I'm 2 DPO today, and it sounds crazy, but because I've been pregnant 4 times already this year, I know my body really well when it's pregnant, and I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant. And you're probably like, girl, you like only ovulated 2 days ago. There's no way to know. But there he is. My boobs have already started getting bigger, but it's kind of hard because I feel like it was 2 DPO last month when I said to Dane, I'm pregnant. Like, I knew 2 days after I ovulated last month, I was like, I'm pregnant again. I know. Because my boobs are getting, like, were bigger. They start getting bigger today and then just keep getting, like, bigger and bigger and bigger and more sensitive as the pregnancy progresses. So I said to Dane this morning, pretty sure I'm pregnant. And we just wait and see though, I guess. But in saying that, I'm also like psyching myself out because obviously I'm taking the progesterone, which can like heighten symptoms or like make it seem more. So I'm like, okay, but are they big because I'm pregnant, or are they big because I started the progesterone last night? I don't know. So psyching myself out. So we'll just see, I guess. You obviously never know for sure until you take a test. But I'm pretty sure I am. We'll see. I'll keep monitoring my symptoms, I suppose, over the next week and see how we go. But yeah, I'm just feeling a lot more chill this time. But we'll see. I don't know. See how we go. But yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of all I have to say. I'm taking the progesterone. Pretty sure I'm pregnant. I'll take a test on Sunday, which is probably when I'll see you guys again next, unless anything drastic happens in the meantime, then I'll update. But yeah, I don't know, it's like so weird. It's so weird, I don't know. I think, well, it's hard. I can say like I'm pregnant. I definitely think we conceived, but whether it's implants or whatever is like the other thing. Because it obviously hasn't gotten to the implant stage yet. That doesn't happen for another like 4 days or so. But yeah, so that's what's happening. This is probably more of a ramble than I intended, but it's all just very scary and anxious. This is obviously, if I am pregnant, my 5th pregnancy this year, which is just wild. But in saying that, it will be exciting if I am, because then I'll be like 10 weeks at Christmas, 11 weeks on New Year's. So I feel like if we've had all the scans and everything looks good up to that point, then, and I'd probably pay for another scan just before New Year's just to go and see, then I would probably announce just like a little bit early, but I would announce on New Year's Day our little miracle. Because yeah, and then I want to start sharing this stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, bye. Wow, I look really bad. Even though I don't feel like it, I'm just going to film a really quick update. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just feel I need to document it. So I'm 8 DPO today. My app says I'm only 7 DPO. I'm going off the fact that I had a temp spike. Like, I'm basing that my temp spike indicated that I ovulated the day before, but I also got my strongest ovulation test, like my strongest positive on an ovulation test on the day that I then like ovulated theoretically based on my temp spike. So unless I ovulated like early in the morning and then temp spiked straight away, so I could be 7 DPO or 8 DPO. I'm saying 8, but yeah, could be 7. And the quick update is I got a really, really faint positive on a test yesterday morning. Took another test last night. Like, it's so faint. Even if I show you guys, I don't think you'll be able to see it. Yeah, you definitely won't be able to see it. It's like, yeah, no, you won't be able to see it. It's so faint. So I got a faint positive on a test yesterday morning. Last night I got a negative. This morning test looks stark negative. So yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. But this is like what happened last cycle, which obviously not a good sign if it's following the same pattern, but I don't know if yesterday's was just like a really bad indent or what. Because yeah, I had that in the morning, and then since then I've had cramping, some pretty intense cramping. My pregnancy symptoms are all pretty intense still. But yeah, I had some pretty intense cramping last night and then again this morning. So I'm hoping that's a good sign, but I don't know. But yeah, last cycle I'd gotten a positive, I think maybe even like a couple days of positives, and then it was gone. It was a negative, and I was like, oh, it's over, that's it, like I'm out. But then I kept having symptoms, so I got like got a BFN, confirmed BFN that night, yep, over, and then kept getting symptoms, and then the next day I took another test in the afternoon, and it was like way stronger. So, and then I like sort of, my pregnancy slowly progressed from then, but then I obviously lost the baby about a week later. So yeah, I don't know what to think. I don't know whether to think yesterday's was just a indent, and this cramping is the baby implanting now, so then I probably won't get a positive for a couple of days, or if I caught like an original little like HCG surge as it started to implant, or if I've had a chemical already. I really don't know. But yeah, so we're go and get some different tests too, because I don't know, I'm just so sketchy of first responses now after the other, I guess, like reactions that I've had with them. So I just don't really trust them. I have got 2 digital first responses, but I don't want to take them until I get like somewhat of a decent line, because I just don't want to waste them. They're not cheap. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go to the shops later and just grab some clear blues and maybe like another different type of test, just so I've got like some different comparison points and see how we go. But yeah, that's the update for now. See what happens. Okay, morning guys. I'm like really nervous, so I'm like out of breath. Like my heart is racing. I have 9 DPO or 8 or 9 DPO today. I'm not exactly sure when I ovulated. I think I ovulated on the Saturday, could have been the Sunday though. So I'm 8 or 9 DPO today. I was really crampy Saturday night and yesterday morning. But besides getting what I now think was probably just an evap line within the time frame though on, besides my Friday morning test that had, Saturday morning test that had like a really faint evap, or had an evap but I had to come up within the timeline. I haven't had any positive pregnancy tests since then, although yesterday I took a clear blue yesterday afternoon and at the 8-9 minute mark there was a line on it, but I also think that was probably an evap because they're pretty known for having their stuff, but who knows, maybe it was an early one. I don't know, I'm just my heart is racing. The timer has gone off. I can check. I've got them both covered in front of me. I took a first response and a clear blue. If I'm not pregnant today, if I don't get a positive today, then I'll take another 2 tomorrow morning when I should be 10 DPO, and if they're negative, then I'll assume that I am not pregnant. I don't know, I just feel like I am though, so I'm just, okay, I'm gonna stop putting it off and just check. I'll check clear blue first. I feel like there's a line. It's faint, but it's there. And it's thick. Oh, okay. Check first response. It doesn't look like there's anything on the first response. Or maybe. Okay, there's a really faint one on the first response too, but it's so faint. But there is one on the clear blue. But again, it's so faint. I don't even think you guys would be able to see it. But it's here and it's up within the 3 minutes. I don't know. Okay, well, sort of unknown then. Still a question mark. But yes, there is something on the clear blue. On the first response, not quite. There is, but it's not as dark. I obviously want a dark one to confirm that everything's okay. So yeah, well, I guess we're testing again tomorrow then, guys. I'll try to get a picture of these if I can, but I think my camera is crap, so I doubt it. But yeah, we'll test again tomorrow. I feel like I'm pregnant. I've had so many symptoms. I've been nauseous, then really hungry, and then just all over the place. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Hey guys, just a quick update. I'm 10 DPO or 9 DPO, I don't really know. My app, which I logged all my body temps in and my ovulation and everything, it seems to think I'm only 9 DPO, but I feel like I'm 10, so whatever. I'm 9 or 10 DPO. And I took a test. I took 2 tests this morning, a clear blue and a first response. As you guys know, the first response yesterday was negative pretty much. It was negative. And the clear blue had a faint line within the 3 minutes. Well, today it was the opposite. Clear blue had nothing, and the first response had a faint, really, 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 really faint positive, faint line. I don't even know if it's a positive. I've basically told myself now that it's just an indent. But Dane is buying me more tests. I'm just feeling really down. I've had a negative digital. He's so tired. I've had a negative digital. Oh my goodness. You're silly. That was big burps. I've had a negative digital since then. At first response digital after a 3-hour hold, and that clear blue was negative this morning, so I don't know. Dane's going to bring some tests home for me to take another one. Whoa! This afternoon, he's just doing somersaults. But I'm pretty much told myself that I'm not pregnant, but it's excuse the language, but fucking with my head because I'm having all of these symptoms. I'm crampy on both sides, all over. I've got lower backache. My boobs are huge and so sore. I don't feel like eating anything. Nothing sounds good to me. Oh my goodness, careful. Yeah, so I'm just, I don't know. I'm just not feeling great. So he's about to go down for a nap, and then I'm going to have a nap because I just feel like my mental health needs it. But I don't know. I'm just like, I have my specialist appointment at the end of the month, but I really just feel like I'm hitting Slater, not kicking. I just feel like I'm hitting a wall because I was so sure I was pregnant this month. So sure. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I know that I'm pregnant with all these symptoms, but then like nothing. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll update you if anything changes, but otherwise, yeah. Just, I guess my period's due in like, I don't know. Oh, I think it's due in like 5 days, the app said. Something like that, 4 or 5 days. So I guess it'll be here by the weekend. And if it's not, then I don't even know. But yeah, bye guys. Hello, here's me again looking like shit. But no, it's fine. But I thought I should film like a quick update, I guess. Not that I feel like I really have that much to say. It'll probably be kind of quick, but more talking about what's currently happening. So, I don't even remember where I updated last, but basically last month was my first cycle after our 4th miscarriage. And I actually ovulated either day 14 or 15 last cycle. But I had ovulation tests positive ovulation tests, day 12, 13, and 14, like really positive, like stronger than the control line. So like 100% positive, day 12, 13, and 14 last cycle. And I was excited because I think I probably mentioned this already, but since we've started trying to conceive this year, like from our first miscarriage until last month, I had always been ovulating day 9, which I felt like was an issue. My doctor didn't really think it was. It's like very split amongst the fertility community, like physicians and stuff, about whether that is an issue or not, whether day 9's too early or it isn't. But I just felt like it was because, yeah, for my son, I fell pregnant day 13. I ovulated day 13 and fell pregnant. And that was confirmed through basal body temp. I wasn't taking ovulation tests at the time. And I fell pregnant with him. So I always felt like day 9 was just too early for me to be pregnant. Like that my body just wasn't ready. Like my lining wasn't good enough. My egg wasn't mature enough. I just didn't feel like it was good. So after this last miscarriage, at the start of October, it's kind of knocked me now into hopefully a better ovulation pattern. So last month ovulated either day 14 or 15. And this month, is today day 14? Must be. Maybe it's day 13 today. Let me check.